Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Cancer. It is occurring on the 26th, the day after Christmas or Boxing Day in some places in the world. I have laid out a mixture of the African Tarot and the Tarot of the Divine along the axes of the horoscope wheel. I will clarify with the Good Tarot and finish up with a few oracle decks or integrate them into the reading along the way. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and all the support that you give me in order for me to do something that I appreciate, value, and love doing. So thank you in advance. Aquarius, your overall energy, the Judgment card. This feels like a theme for you, Aquarius, for some time. This card is describing your call to purpose, hearing the call. And at this time, I'm sensing that you are receiving an opportunity to do something again and doing it in a more successful, in a better way, in a way that really helps you to close the loop on your effort, your desire for success, your achievement of that, and your purpose or service here on the planet. Whatever opportunity you have before you at this time, it is one that has shadowed you throughout your experiences in whatever regard this is area of your life this is relevant to. You have always known your purpose. Those Aquarians that I'm speaking to have had a strong indication. Because Uranus is your ruling planet, you are highly intuitive and you have understood that your task, your mission was relevant to larger collective or global efforts in the world. However, it is at this time that you're able to connect the dots so that you're finding personal fulfillment in bringing to the world what it has been waiting for. In the 10th house, this is where your social identity, the way others see you, you are in a tremendously powerful healing cycle. You have survived something horrendous. You have met and overcome tremendous challenges. And in so doing, you are finally at a place of rest, of appreciation, and gratitude that you not only have survived, but that you now understand these horrendous challenges were for a purpose. They crafted you into the being with the skills that you have now in order to meet this purpose, in order to mount this challenge that you were destined for. There's a strong sense here that you are in deep appreciation, having uncovered the lessons, the gifts, the skills you've gained and mastered along this very horrendous journey that you've undertaken. In the first house, the Strength card. The first house is where you're putting your focus, what is impacting your perspective on a mundane level every day. The Strength is the power you embody on a consistent basis to show up for yourself no matter what the obstacles. This is what has empowered your ability to be prepared for this call to destiny that you are experiencing in some significant way. You have shown up consistently without an expectation of reward or superficial praise. You have supported those who were not as strong as you to keep up, understanding that the success of each member has an impact on the overall success of the mission, of the task, of the responsibility that you are taking up collectively. So this is definitely a place where you understand you have a special power. you have a special talent, and that in recognizing that, it further empowers you to be the strong one, to understand that you are strong for a reason. In the fourth house, your home, your roots, your family or history, the Sun card. This is beautiful because there's a sense of having connected. I mentioned closing the loop earlier. Being connected, deeply connected to the sense of joy in purpose. That you are connecting with your natural skills, the person who you were born as, your authentic self. And that always puts us in the mind of our childhood, a place where we were able to exercise our talents joyfully, playfully, and with a great sense of happiness, so that we are illuminating, much like the sun, the task, the work, the team, in a way that reminds everyone of the sacredness of the work you do, no matter how humble or small it may appear. It has the power to light up others, to bring the joy, the happiness, to remind us of the abundance of the universe. The power of the sun makes everything grow, bright, beautiful, and playful, to be able to play in the sun at your purpose. This is indeed the joy in your mission, is what's powering your efforts at this time. In the seventh house, your significant others, relationships, including goals. The Four of Pentacles indicates that you have achieved something. You have created some material foundation that is the basis on which you are able to build your mission, your service, your product, your effort. You are cautious. You're not doing this despite the joy, the playfulness, the creativity you bring to your task. You are not foolish. You are cautious. You have worked hard to build this foundation, and you are moving forward deliberately and with a plan. I'm going to pull an Starry Beginnings Oracle and ask you, Aquarius, that if you're resonating with this reading, that you please like this reading. Please share this video with others who may find it useful, and comment below. I enjoy your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled No Longer Holds Power Over You. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. Well, this is quite interesting. This is very interesting. I'm going to pull a Flora and Fauna of Africa to go with this. But this is telling me that attachments to or opportunities that you may have had in the past where you believed you met your destiny, you found your soul mate or soul purpose, soul mates, and purpose, those things didn't work out for a reason. And releasing those with love is what helps to bring in this new opportunity with full force and close out the cycles of failure or disappointment that you experienced. And I pulled here the praying mantis. And the flower or the plant that goes along with that is called the stone crop, a sedum plant. And the key word is tranquility. Be still. Take time to regroup so you can perform at your best. With patience, success will happen just in time. You've been working long and hard at this, and this opportunity to retreat, to be grateful, to contemplate the lessons of your challenges is giving you that moment to regroup in order to perform maximally, to perform at your highest purpose and joy. I'm going to clarify the Strength card in the first house with the 6 of water in the second house and the World card in the third house. You have reviewed your past, perhaps for some of you, nostalgic memories, perhaps relationships from your childhood, your formative years, family dynamics, and really looked at those moments of joy and pleasure as a validation of your strengths. And that is very much informing this sense of joy and pleasure of exercising your talents creatively without an agenda, without judgment, before you knew or had any idea that there was a purpose to this. You are in a phase of closure. And that's definitely a strong sense I'm getting here. And to that regard, this idea of dissolving attachments of the past with love is highly relevant. You've gained the information, the connection, the power of your past, perhaps in many ways of not so successful attempts, and dissolving those, releasing those, is helping you to value the skills and lessons you've gained and be prepared to move forward. The Sun card in the fourth house is clarified by the Chariot in the fifth house and the Two of Air in the sixth house. There are definitely a lot of things that are balancing out these positive associations and memories of the past that are encouraging you to be honest with yourself about what you've learned, so that there are many pleasurable, happy memories you have, but there is another side to that. The truth is double-edged, so that in addition to joyful, positive memories, there may be memories that are encouraging you to look more broadly with fresh eyes, to get more information about your strengths and talents, about the lessons you've learned, because there may be a desire to be pulled back into resolving conflicts or taking responsibility for others in a way that is limiting you from moving forward towards successful completion of your task, of your desires, so that you are increasingly understanding that you don't need to be like others. Even if you were connected or found connection through others along the way on your journey, you met other soulmates with whom you may have connected, and in many cases, you connected temporarily for a purpose. And understanding that purpose and then getting more information about your purpose now, about your desire, about what success and victory means to you, is going to open up many more options for you. Even as you move towards a success, a goal, there are many contexts and opportunities embedded within your forward movement. So this is feeling like a enjoy the journey message to you. Enjoy each step of this journey towards your success, because there is a deep balancing of your emotions and your emotional intelligence as you gain skills and preparedness to move forward. The Four of Pentacles in the seventh house is clarified by the Three of Fire in the eighth house and the Eight of Water in the ninth house. You're definitely looking at balancing out, I should say, the experiences of the past with a forward face. You're looking at the possibilities for the future. You're quantifying your strengths, your skills, and what you're good at. You're solidifying that for yourself so that you can turn your desire towards the world, towards unfamiliar territory. And this is part of the plan that is undergirding this need to move on. You've learned all you can from this past, no matter how happy and pleasurable many of those memories are. As you process what you've gained, what you've learned, and the honesty around all aspects of these happy memories, you recognize you've learned all you can learn from these relationships, these environments, these opportunities. And in order to move forward on this significant approach of your destiny, your mission, you must move forward. And all of your creativity is being poured into this plan for the future. You have the foundation here, and now you have created the plan, the desire to move into the future, to see where things will land. The Four of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the Call, which is the Judgment card, repeated here, and in your 11th house, and in the 12th house, the 10 of Air. Interesting that the amount of joy and pleasure that you are experiencing is balanced by the amount of challenge and the release of a whole body of beliefs that no longer are serving you. You understand that this represents a whole paradigm shift where you are understanding what you've gained from your experiences in the past. You're evaluating your resources to date and what you've your skill set in order to not only move towards a new mission, a greater engagement with your mission, your purpose, but in order to create and build a new body of beliefs, to clear away attachments to the past so that you can move on to this greater challenge. This greater challenge is requiring sacrifices, the same sacrifices you've been making every step along the way through your ability to be strong, to be persistent, to stay, to show up for yourself and for your community, for your goals. But that is allowing you now to release these relations, these ties or bonds with love in order to tap into that ability to move forward for an even higher mission, an even greater impact in the world. Aquarius, I'm going to finish this up with a Language of Flowers card and hope that this is being useful to you, that you're enjoying this. And I pulled Sweet Alyssum, and the key word is clarity. Bright paths of understanding will open. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.